Hey there, Clark Hall with Central West Insurance here. We all know how unpredictable life can be. That's why having the right insurance in place in advance is absolutely crucial. I've been in the insurance business for 30 years, and let me tell you, reading those policies can be difficult. I mean, there's a lot of language that we're unfamiliar with. And so that's why I'm doing this course, is to help people better understand their policies and what the different parts of it mean. We're going to break it down into bite-sized pieces, so you get a bite here and a bite there, and eventually you have a lot better understanding of what's going on through policies. A good example of that is here recently I was talking with a farmer that he thought his farm employer's liability insurance worked the same way as workers' comp. Turns out it does not. So without further ado, let's get right into this. And today we're going to start talking about farm employers' liability insurance and workers' comp and how they differ. So as the pilot inside of me says, let's take off. I'm an advocate for our farmers. I mean, the day is not too long for them. They work all kinds of hours, doing whatever they have to do to keep their operation going, whether it's equipment breakdown, calves dying because of cold, whatever the challenge is, they face it. They're tough as nails and they have a heart of gold. There's one risk that I'm concerned that a lot of you are not recognizing that's there, is what's happened when a farm worker gets injured on the job. A lot of folks have farm employers' liability insurance thinking that works the same as workers' compensation insurance. Unfortunately, it does not. There's a limit to how much farm employers' liability will cover. That's normally the same as your general liability limit. And with some farm employers' liability policies, there's things that are excluded. Here not long ago in our area, there was a farmhand working on the farm. There's a backhoe there. There's a terrible accident. He wound up with a broken back, in fact, broken in 3 places. Now, all of a sudden, he's looking at tremendous medical bills, lost wages, and possibly a permanent disability. The bills can add up incredibly fast. The farmer thought his farm employer's liability insurance would pick up the whole tab on it. Well, it doesn't. The farmer has to be negligent in order for that, negligent and legally liable in order for that farm liability insurance to even kick in. Having those kind of bills mounting that fast can be a real backbreaker for the farm. That's why we need to know for sure what is covered, what is not, when it will pay, and when it won't pay. In Utah, there's a law that says if the payroll to non-family members is less than $8,000, then a farming operation does not have to have workers' compensation insurance. That is true, but what the law doesn't allow for is if a farm worker is injured, the farmer is still liable for those costs, the medical bills, the lost wages, disability, and all that kind of stuff. I was just talking about with the farmhand with broken back. I mean, who knows how much the medical bills are going to be on. Well, this is where workers' compensation coverage comes to the rescue. It pays all the medical bills. It pays the lost wages. It pays any disability. And there's no limit to how much it will pay for those things. And the other nice thing about it is what's called exclusive remedy, which means by law, whatever workers' compensation policy pays, the employee cannot bring suit back against the employer for more money. It's a law put in place so that everybody knows what's going on from the beginning and gives the employer peace of mind knowing that the whole operation is not at risk. So let's talk about workers' comp and how it can cover your operation. I'm sure we can find a policy that will work for you in your operation. Give me a call, send me a text or an email, or put in the comments below what your concerns are. I look at those and I'll get back with you and discuss any complications or challenges that you have there. The different laws and stuff that I've referenced, they will be in the comments below so you can look them up and see just what the state law is relative to those things. If you have a friend that this might be of interest to, please forward this on to them. Make them aware that at least the farm employer's liability insurance does not cover the way workers' comp does.